Hello everyone and welcome to the Gooner Factory. So today is match day, so we'll be speaking on today's game, but also Mikel Arteta's press conference. So we'll be going through a couple of interesting things that was mentioned in that. So let's get into it. So I just wanted to say that the video today will be slightly shorter than usual, so I want to get straight into it. So the first question Mikel Arteta was asked was something we've spoken about on here, and that was, you're through in Europe, top of the Premier League again, do you feel like you've got the squad depth to stay there this time? And his answer was, only time will tell. We have another big one against Wolves. It's a difficult team to play against, as they have shown against the top teams. So he was kind of coy in his answer. He didn't really say, yeah, we have the squad now or anything like that. He just seemed focused on today's game. And next he was asked about Kai Havertz, and the question was, Havertz has now scored in back-to-back games, and you spoke about the fact that his confidence is growing. What have you been doing and the club been doing to get him to the level that you know he can perform at? And he said, first of all, we support him like with any other player, and then give him the tools and the time to excel his qualities. And that's what he's doing. Everything has started to come together, and a lot of things that he was doing right, he continues to do now. In front of goal, he's been very efficient. And I like that, and you can see that with Havertz, he's benefited massively from the fact that the manager has been patient with him. There were so many times this season where people were saying, oh, he shouldn't be in the starting 11, he shouldn't be playing, where does he fit in? But you've seen in the past couple of games, he can have an impact. Yeah, he is a more attacking midfield option, and I think that in a game like this, where you're going to be playing Wolves, and you're probably going to have 65-70% possession, he's ideal. And if he can find some space and get another goal, make it 3-3, and I am backing him to do that, by the way, then his Arsenal career is seriously underway. That would give him massive confidence going forward. So next he was asked about contract renewals for a couple of players. The question was, we understand the club are in talks with Tomiyasu and Ben White about extending their time at the club. Is that part of the wider strategy of trying to keep your key players like the nucleus together for the next 3 or 4 years and beyond? He answered, yeah, that's what we've been doing for the past few years as part of strengthening the squad as well. Reward and have availability. Those decisions are very important, obviously. And we've spoken about the importance of players like Tomiyasu on this channel a couple of times. So new contracts for him and Ben White would be massive. We've seen how important Tomiyasu can be for us over the past few weeks. We've had an injury and he slots straight in at right back, no problems. And he was one of our better players on them games as well. So the next question, you come up against Wolves tomorrow. Gary O'Neill spoke on Monday and said the referee decisions are affecting reputations and livelihoods. Do you have sympathy with some of the decisions that have gone against Wolves this year? And he said, I have sympathy with all my colleagues because I know how challenging our job is. And those moments in front of the cameras are not easy ones. You've seen that in many situations this season and last season. And yeah, we are here to make the game better, to make our clubs better. And we need to win to do that. So part of the same question, but later on the reporter asked about sin bins. Is that something that you would like to see in football? And Arteta said, I don't know. It has to be tried. And we'll see what we get from there. So there's a couple of things to touch on here. First, the VAR decisions. Arteta didn't really directly talk on the bad decisions Wolves had received. He kind of just said he had sympathy for the other managers. Maybe, though, he can't say too much due to this outstanding case against him. You know, we're still waiting to hear the results from that. So maybe he doesn't want to keep putting the boot in on VAR because he knows that could annoy certain people in certain places and they could just dish out a harder punishment. But we can speak on it here. The decisions Wolves had recently are really poor. So I do feel for them in that regard, for sure. Next, he was asked about injury updates, and the answer was no. There's nothing new. We haven't got any other players back yet, but there's no new injury problems, which is good. So the next question was about the team performances. And it was 4 wins in a row, 12 goals scored, just 1 conceded. Some might say your midweek win was close to perfection. Do you feel you're reaching your peak performance, or is there yet another level to come from you? And he said, I think there is more levels to come. I hope so. We have to continue doing the right things. We are doing really well in games to earn the right to win, but we can still improve. And I like that attitude. He always wants more. Top of the league, we want more. Least goals conceded, more. I think it's this kind of attitude that rubs off on the teams. We always talk now about this new Arsenal mentality. And you see something that Arteta focuses on quite a lot. And there's obviously that old saying, a team is a reflection of their manager. And you can definitely see that in this Arteta side. Right, so that is it on today's press conference. Like I said, it will be slightly less in depth today, but I still wanted to speak very quickly on the game. My score prediction still hasn't changed. I'm still going with a 3-1 win to Arsenal. And if you even want to know the goal scorers, I can even give you them because Havertz is going to score today. Jesus is going to score today. And I'm not sure about the third one. I can't commit to that. But Jesus and Havertz are a dead cert. But I'd love to know everyone's thoughts in the comments section. So if you could, let me know what you're thinking. What do you think the result's going to be in today's game? Thanks a lot to everyone watching and listening. I do appreciate it. If you could, just very quickly, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll speak to you all in tomorrow's video. Gooners, have a good day.